हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल द सोलफुल डायरी। आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे खुशवंत सिंह की नॉवल दिल्ली अ नॉवल के बारे में। जिस इससे पहले जितनी भी वीडियोस हमने खुशवंत सिंह की डिस्कस की है उसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज की वीडियो। चलिए अब समरी डिस्कस करते हैं। खुशवंत सिंह दिल्ली a novel is primarily a story of Delhi from medieval to present times by showing how through the ages it has been exploited, built, destroyed and rebuilt to teach its present state, which is brought before us through the narrators and Bhagmati's conversation. Their inhabited sexual encounters also help bring the geography and culture of the place alive. Here, Bhagmati and Delhi have been projected in a parallel way, and as V.R. Sahani rightly sums up Singh's art of fiction, the essence of Kushwant Singh's art of fiction is his innate capacity to capture reality in all its magnificence and horror. Singh's rendering of the political history of Delhi and the counterpart Bhagmati beautifully juxtaposes the theme of the novel. Singh, with his unique style, unravels the story of the rulers that have made up the story of Delhi. He shreds all his inhibitions while talking about the reality of the city, which has witnessed myriad shades of life, ranging from the fall and rise of emperors to the assassination of Indira Gandhi to 1984 Sikhs riots. In this connection, Rajendra Prasad observes how he captures the innate feeling and the essential strengths and weakness of the rulers who have molded the destiny of India and of Delhi. The city has witnessed every historical moment from being the capital of the Raj in the early 20th century to being a platform that welcomed hundreds of thousands of refugees at partition in 1947 to the authoritarian times of the emergency in the 1970s to the post-liberalization transformation of many shades, many faces. The core of the narrative is Bhagmati, surrounding whom each episode is presented in every alternating chapter. Perhaps it may be a trick on the part of the author to lighten the thematic seriousness of the narrative by creating funny situations involving Bhagmati, the hermaphrodite. Singh, in the opening part of the novel, says that to a stranger the place is full of noisy bazaars, mean-looking hovels, few tumble-down forts, dead river full of narrow and winding lanes, raw sewage, spitting phlegm, and bloody beetle juice. People urinating and defecating anywhere. Like Delhi, Bhagmati appears to be full of negative images as unattractive to those who do not know her. She's dark and has poke marks on her face. She is short and squat. Her teeth are uneven and yellowed as a result of chewing tobacco and smoking beedies. Her clothes are loud, her voice louder, her speech body, and her manners worse. But to know the reality, one has to cultivate a sense of belonging to Delhi and attachment to someone like Bhagmati. He acknowledges both Delhi and Bhagmati based on a sense of commonality. As I have said before, I had two passions in my life, my city, Delhi, and Bhagmati. They have two things in common. They are lots of fun and they are sterile. Bhagmati's body is invaded by different customers in a way. Singh refers to the motive that both are capable of capturing people yet can maintain their original being undefiled. Like Delhi, Bhagmati has the privilege to serve many foreign clients. Delhi has not been ruled by any ruler. It has been snatched and has exchanged hands. Traveling through time, space, and history to discover the city, the narrator meets myriads of people, poets, princes, saints, and sultans, temptresses and traitors, emperors, and others who have made the city a mystique. The story of Delhi from Sultanate days to the 1984 anti-Sikh riots have been told from the viewpoint of important characters involved. The narrative touches quite an emotional chord as one almost feels the life presence of the river Samuddin Walia understand the bigotry of Aurangzeb, feel the helplessness of Mir Taki Mir, know the determination of Jaita Rangireta and Lakhi Rai to save the honor of their Guru, learn the honesty of Ram Rakha and the fate of Bahadur Shah, the last Mughal emperor, who have been in most of the places described in books but never saw them with such a historical perspective. Characters. Bhagmati. Bhagmati is a fictional character created by the author. She is a young girl from a humble background who experiences the rise and fall of Delhi. Throughout history, she embodies the resilience and spirit of the common people. Akbar, also known as Akbar the Great, was a Mughal emperor who ruled over India in the 16th century. He is portrayed as a wise and just ruler known for his religious tolerance and administrative skills. Mirza Ghalib was a prominent Urdu and Persian poet during the last years of the Mughal Empire. He is depicted as a melancholic and introspective character known for his profound poetry. Bahadur Shah Zafar. Bahadur Shah Zafar was the last Mughal emperor who reigned during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. He is portrayed as a tragic figure caught between his love for poetry and the turbulent political climate of his time. Khusrau is a historical figure and a renowned poet from the 13th century. He is known for his contributions to the development of Urdu poetry and his association with the Sufi tradition. Amir Khusrau. Amir Khusrau was a medieval poet, musician, and scholar who is considered one of the pioneers of Urdu language and literature. He is depicted as a mentor and guide to Khusrau. Nadira Begum. Nadira Begum is a historical figure and the wife of Bahadur Shah Zafar. She is portrayed as a strong and supportive character who stands by her husband during the difficult times. Zeenat Mahal. Zeenat Mahal is a historical figure and one of the wives of Bahadur Shah Zafar. She is depicted as a compassionate and empathetic character who connects with the sufferings of the people. Jahanama Begum. Jahanara Begum is a historical figure and the daughter of Emperor Shah Jahan. She is portrayed as a knowledgeable and influential character who has a deep understanding of the political landscape. Themes. Identity. The book explores the complexities of identity and how it is shaped by society, cultural, and historical events. Characters grapple with questions of who they are and where they belong. Love and relationships. Love and relationships are a central theme in the book. The story depicts various forms of love, including forbidden love, unrecruited love, and love that transcends boundaries. Power and politics. The political landscape of Delhi is a recurring theme in the book. The story sheds light on the power struggles and intrigues that have shaped the city's history. Social change. Delhi's transformation over the years is a prominent theme. The stories highlight the social changes that have taken place and the impact they have had on individuals and communities. Symbols. In Kushwant Singh's 1919 novel, Delhi, the city itself is the main symbol, represented in the dual persona of the narrator's enigmatic and exploited mistress, Bhagmati. The historical narrator, which spans centuries, treats Delhi and Bhagmati as parallel entities that are simultaneously alluring and repellent. Symbolic representation of Delhi as a person. The novel opens with the narrator declaring his return to Delhi as I return to my mistress Bhagmati, just as Delhi has been repeatedly plundered and rebuilt by invaders over centuries. This is Bhagmati, a gender fluid sex worker with a history of abuse, has been exploited by others as an enduring life-giving force. Despite being scared, conquered, and abandoned, both Bhagmati and Delhi possess an irrepressible vitality. The narrator, who was repelled and fascinated by the city, ultimately finds peace and a sense of home with Bhagmati, who even saves his life during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. As a repository of history, the novel uses the narrator's relationship and travels through the city streets to move through time in history. The characters he meets includes emperors, poets, and ordinary people are symbolic of the city's layered and multicultural past. The novel's broader symbolism, juxtaposing past and present. The story jumps between a contemporary narrative and 10 separate historically based vignettes. These historical sections bring to life the ghosts of Delhi's past and a different character from Mughal emperors to a British officer tell each story in the first person, capturing multifaceted identity. Through these interwoven narratives, the novel symbolically captures Delhi's dual nature, its historical grandeur, and its contemporary grittiness. The contrast between the majestic old ruins and the city's modern congested life highlights its complex and layered identity, reflecting the narrator's personality. As a journalist known for his bawdiness, the narrator's irrelevant and sexualized relationship with Bhagmati is a direct reflection of his own personality. His character's flaws and obsession becomes a symbolic filter through which the city's history is viewed. थैंक यू। आई होप आज की वीडियो आपको पसंद है। कैसी लगी हमें कमेंट करके बताएं। कोई डाउट्स या सजेशन हो तो वो भी आप कमेंट सेक्शन में ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं। अगर वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल। मिलते हैं कल एक और इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो के साथ शाम 4 बजे। टिल देन कीप वॉचिंग एंड कीप सपोर्टिंग द सोलफुल डायरी। थैंक यू।